Season 5, episode 7. This is Housewives of Salt Lake City. What is this called? The Husbands. Yes. I don't know if this is going to be annoying because my back is just, all that trick-or-treating I did yesterday. Anywho, we start off where we left off, basically at the dang party where the husbands is kind of going at it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Basically, Meredith is trying to pull them apart. Angie is trying to pull them apart. Because they're in Angie's home for one, and her daughter's there for two. The husband's right. We can't be having this. Like, everybody's watching at this point. I'm like, oh my God, take it outside, take it outside. They try to get married to do a little quick blessing or something. I don't know if it was for the food or dinner because I don't think nobody ate yet. And she got them to at least hold hands for like 2 seconds while they did the little prayer. But Lisa is just not letting go. Lisa is livid. Lisa is like had it to here. And because of that, obviously John got into Justin's face because he used the F word, towards his wife. So don't cuss at my wife type of situation. There's a little couple of shove, a little push, a little bit, not too much. And basically in the end, Whitney just decided I'm going to leave because I'm not going to deal with her. And I'm not lying. She's the liar. I'm like, what the heck? Meredith, yeah, she was trying to tell them both, give each other the benefits of the doubt. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I don't know if that's your way of staying out of it, Meredith, because you did not help at all. I'm just saying. Like, girl. But we done with this party. We're going to get back to, I guess, reality and see how everybody going to handle this. But, side note, who y'all think would have won, Justin or John? My money would have been on John. Because I don't know if Tall got anything to do with it, but I would have, maybe. But Justin, he might got a little muscle. I know Whitney would have, I think Whitney would have got Lisa if it had to come down to that. I don't think Lisa can fight like that, but they out here throwing away the tequila, the Vita, down the drain. I mean, I don't know if I would have did that. Well, I mean, if I'm mad, sure. Maybe gave it away. Because I ain't going to waste no. Listen. Basically, both husbands, we going back and forth between Lisa House and John House. And they both trying to state their claim. Like, John was like, I was just trying to stand up. My protective meter done went off because he just started cussing at you with stuff. And Lisa like, had I went up into, if it was flipped the way the other round, Whitney went up into John's face, he would have just brushed it off and said whatever. I'm like, girl, you really think so? I don't know. Maybe he would have, but girl, you can't just be jumping up in anybody's face thinking you was going to get away with it, Lisa. Dang, like nobody was going to say nothing, female or not. It's 2024. These men have had enough. I feel like the husbands on these shows really don't get involved with the girl drama for the most part, right? So when they do actually pop off, they end up going out for, drinks and cigars, some days later, and they end up hashing it out, and it pretty much goes over with. So I think that's what's going to happen with Justin and John. I don't think they're going to be mad at each other forever, because really it's y'all wives, and it's, we can't stop what they got going on. They're going to have to figure that out. And Lisa throwing mad shade over there at that jewelry, talking about they go buy her healing necklaces. Girl. Brittany and Heather, I think they had Beauty Lab, and Heather started talking about the husbands at the party. Brittany, she talking about Jared. Of course, she loves him and all this. Whoop-de-whoop-de boo-hoo-hoo. This girl, I don't know what she gonna do. She's looking for, I guess, some type of love that she's never had or something. I don't know. And she done sacrificed basically her kids doing this. You know what I'm saying? So she's like admitting that she's not a great mom because of that. And she needs to, get her life together and try to get on that motherly path. And also leave Jared alone. That's Heather. That's basically what Heather was telling her. Like, look, girl, I don't know. We keep having the same old conversation over and over and over again. Drop that fool. Like, let him go. You will be okay. You can find somebody else. Like, he ain't doing nothing but stringing you along, and you just falling for it every time. So we'll see. Hopefully she do. But I feel like She the type that's gonna keep going back and back and back until there ain't nothing left. So let her go ahead and do it. Ooh, we go to Bronwyn and her boo, her husband, and we kind of learn a little, I guess weird, quirky thing about her, which is every time he, leaves and comes back home from, I guess, a job or a vacation or whatever, it might be work. She greets him at the airport in a new costume every time. Now, that's something that I can get with because I love a costume, okay? But the blow up ones, I'm not sure about those. I probably would just came in like regular stuff. But anywho, they're out to dinner and they're talking, about life. Yeah, Bronwyn and her husband kicking it. I actually like her husband. He seems pretty cool, even though he's an older guy. He's actually level headed and, what I'm saying, got some sense about him. Um, Bronwyn wants to have a trip with all the ladies and their husbands. So it's going to be a cash trip, couples trip to some kind of NASCAR event. I forget the actual city, Thermal, I don't know. But either way, go to this NASCAR event, but she don't want to invite Brittany because Brittany don't know who her boyfriend is. And then Heather, she wasn't sure if she should invite her or not because they not really clicking like that. And the husband, he like, I don't know, like it's up to you. I guess is how he feeling. Um, but we do flip around to her daughter situation. This is where we get a little sensitive here, get a little serious. Because the husband, I think we most of us are kind of on how this husband feels, which is that family ain't do nothing for that little girl. They ain't acknowledge her. They ain't call her. They ain't send no money. They ain't do no birthday, no Christmas. But all of a sudden now that they know you got connections out here with Lisa and Boo Boo and all this stuff, and you on a TV show to expose this. Yeah, it's I mean, we do want the best for Gwendolyn. He's a great father figure for her and all that good stuff. But that family over there, they ain't too good right now, and they need to fix that. On a little side note on the little Gwen situation, I do appreciate that. She is older child versus some of the other ladies who got a little younger ones. So she understands and she knows what's going on, and she can actually make her own decisions on this. So it's not that Bronwyn or her stepdad or Bronwyn's husbands are making any decisions for her. It's just we want her to be comfortable in everything that's happening, and we want to be there, as her backbone and her strength and all that stuff, protecting her. It's what I'm saying. So just wanted to say that little side note. We get to meet one of Lisa's sisters. They go out for lunch real quick. And I mean, I don't even know why this was really added. I guess just to show that she's a really good mom. Just talking about her kids. Jack is gone. So Henry there all by himself. And, he's younger than Jack, obviously. So they're on two different wavelengths when it comes to certain things. But now that he's alone, he got that, he's, a little lonely and things like that. And I guess Lisa's just noticing some changes, good or bad, and she's just feeling a little mommy guilt. So I guess this was just a little segment just to show that she's not a bad mom, that she actually cares about them boys. But girl, nobody said you was a bad mom in the first place. Angie didn't even say that. She was just venting out of anger and was just saying like her kid don't do what your kid do. Dang, don't mean nobody bad or worse or anything like that. And he a boy, hers is a girl. Boys play video games all day. Trust me, I know. Ooh, I don't know why this episode's seeming long today too. It's just a lot of talking, a lot of talking, a lot of talking. What was this? Brittany, Whitney, or not Whitney. Not Brittany. Whitney, Bronwyn, Angie. They go on a hike and they're pretty much talking about everything that went down, all about these husbands. Whitney says that John reached out to Justin, so they're going to get that together. She wants an apology from Lisa and John. Bronwyn is kind of like, I don't know if you're gonna get that apology, because if you know Lisa like I know Lisa, girl, I don't know why y'all be trying to poke, which is weird because, which I always thought that Whitney took Lisa for who she was. I don't know. I think Whitney just wants her to, confess that it's actually her, and she'll let it go. Um, Brown, on the other hand, is like, and oh yeah, Whitney does bring up a point that Lisa will not have any type of quarrel with Bronwyn because she has everything that Lisa will want, which is, the money, the house, the husband, the fashions, even though their style is totally different. But I can see Lisa not being mad because, girl, you can do what I can do, if not better, and I can support that. You understand? Lisa up here, y'all. Why y'all? She need to be in Beverly Hills the way that she be acting at this point, cause y'all, and I don't know why I don't get it. But or maybe even New York, 'cause that's where she originally from. Even though she kind of talk like Jersey a little bit, or is that Angie? Angie might be more Jersey. But either way, Bronwyn brings up this little trip. So, that's why she said, Whitney, y'all got to figure it out because I'm biting all the husbands and everybody. I'm not biting Brittany. And, Heather, I'm still on the fence about it because I'm just not so sure. I think she'd be stirring the pot. So maybe do I need to talk to her first or what? You know what I'm saying? And pretty much I think everybody is noticing that Heather is only on Lisa's side. With every argument that we done had between Meredith, Whitney, Bronwyn, Brittany, and Mary, it's always, I'm on Lisa's side, I'm on Lisa's side, I'm on Lisa's side. So everybody's just kind of questioning Heather's friendship at this point, And of course, Angie hasn't really talked to Lisa. Or I mean, was it Lisa or Heather? Or Heather, yep. Heather, about her going behind her back and telling Lisa said things about her son, which got Lisa mad at her in the first place. So you see, it's just a big circle of he said, she said, not going directly to the person that's supposed to be said to. It's all behind the backs, all behind the backs. And I don't know. They need to cut that out. Same with New York. I watched that last episode, and Aaron was just going around talking about this, and this about Jenna, and Jenna is right there. So why can't you just go talk to Jenna? She did eventually in the end, but it's like, why I had to go and tell everybody else when I was just going to talk to the dang person? These people, I tell you. Boo boo. Okay, so y'all see this? Stop trying to interrupt my video. Okay. Anywho, Brittany invites Heather and Angie over to her house for a little prayer meeting, prayer church group after, like, Wednesday night prayer church group things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We got one on Tuesday, the women group, Wednesday, the men's group, Thursday, the everybody group, Friday, the kids group, whatever. Anyway, of course, Heather has her little Mormon remarks because she's not technically practicing anymore. Angie, I don't even think she's a practicing Mormon, to be honest. Either way, she came. She brought a little wine. Because, technically they don't really drink wine, but hey, Brittany do. So they do all that little booth service stuff, and we fast forward to this conversation with Heather because Angie was just basically trying to tell her, like, look, the way Bronwyn approached me about what was said was pretty direct. You know what I'm saying? I took it and I moved accordingly. The way Heather, I guess, received her information, it, I guess, wasn't so direct. So, basically Heather is like, no, I don't like the way that Bronwyn is trying to spin things. I was not mom shaming you. I was just saying what she said. You know what I'm saying? Angie's like, well, that's pretty much What other people are mad at is about people saying things behind their back. Just because you're saying it, just because you heard it or whatever, doesn't mean that you're supposed to keep saying it, because it does nothing but make other people mad at this point. And Bronwyn, okay, that's y'all beef, I guess, yeah, that y'all got going on with each other. You taking Lisa's side on everything. You're not even listening to other people's side, because you can also stick up for me at the same time. You can tell Lisa, okay, Angie did this, Angie did that, but you can also, and like, yeah, that, like you just told me that did this to Lisa. You could have told that to Lisa, that I did this, that. Like, defend me too. Like, you can do both things at the same time. That's how you be friends with everybody. You listen to everybody's side, and then you draw your little line in the middle, and you say, okay, this what you did, girl. Boom, boom, boom. You know you was wrong. Girl, this what you did. Boom, boom, boom. You know it was wrong. So we go come in the middle, and then we gonna move on. But no, instead, Heather is doing this little pick me thing that I don't know what's going on. Like I said, she gotta go and kind of talk to somebody about that. And Angie obviously knows about this, picks up on him because she's known her since high school, since they were like 15 or so. Like Heather always wants to be at the cool kids table, and she gonna do what she got to do to get there, whether she want to be a fun girl or not. Like, and remember, she was trying to be Lisa's friend in high school too, but she couldn't. But now she is. So you see what I'm saying? It's a weird dynamic that she got going on, and Heather needs to learn how to balance it out if she wants to be friends with everybody. So that way it don't seem like you starting mess. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do, Heather. Balance these relationships out, find your place, and play it. Yeah, Heather is definitely admitting that she is definitely being loyal to Lisa through and through. And I don't know if she sees that it's gonna hurt her in the end with everybody else, because you can't just be on Lisa's side. It's just not how it's gonna work, girl. Whether Lisa is wrong or right, Lisa needs to be put. She needs to know, and whether she gets mad about it or not, that's on her. She'll get over it. But playing this little game that you playing, girl, is not gonna work. And Angie brings up Jen. Remember how you was friends with Jen Shaw? You was doing everything for Jen Shaw. You was sticking up for her. She punched you in the eye, for Christ's sakes, and you wouldn't even tell nobody. Like, girl, we all knew, because who? I just don't know. I hope Heather can fix this. I'm glad Angie brought it up. That's all. And they did it in a calm way. Heather was trying to get a little loud with her, because that's on that defense mode. That's the defense mechanism. But Angie stood there and said, look, me and Lisa got our thing going fine. But you and Lisa thing going, it's something that ain't, like, I've been friends with her. And that's what you're doing is something that's not gonna work. That's all I'm saying. And we're gonna have to fix this some way, somehow. I don't know. Now, why come John couldn't parallel park that car? I mean, I ain't the best driver in the world. Probably not the best parallel parker in the world either. But it would have took me no more than 3 tries. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, John and Justin sit down for their little talk, and okay, I understood both sides before they even broke it down. Basically Justin was like, okay, Lisa was getting loud and calling my wife a liar, and it's the party, it's in front of everybody. So I might have stepped to her just because I wanted to stop what was going on. Okay. John said, okay, I stepped to you at that point because that's when you got the cussing, and when you moved, that's, you know what I'm saying? That aggression is coming, and I didn't want you to go there with her. So, boom. The second time it happened, Justin just kind of leaned over to say, now why would you call my wife a liar like that? On the slide. John ran up on and said, don't you do that, man. And you know what I'm saying? So John said, okay, I might have stepped a little bit too, I might have jumped the gun on that one, but I was already mad. So that's kind of where that reaction came from, right? Okay. So they both is getting that we both was feeling the same type of way with defending our wives. But John says, you think Lisa can get an apology from you? Just on the aggressiveness part, you know. That's all. Just on that part. Justin was like, "Is you? I mean, is you serious?" In a confessional, like I know that's like girl. In real life, it was the scratch of the head. Like I'm gonna think about that one because Lisa is something else. She went from she goes from 0 to 10 so quick. Like so, you have to think about. Let's say it wasn't me. It was somebody else's husband. What you think they was gonna do? Like you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna think about that apology because I'm gonna think about it has to be worded the right way. I think that's what just said. It has to be worded just the right way for her to understand exactly what I'm apologizing for. Because I ain't gonna apologize just for everything. Nope, 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 nope. Because I was doing what I was supposed to do for mine. So we gonna see. But him and John is cool though. Like I said, them boys, them man be over it. It's them girls. Well, the ending of the show just so happened to be Bronwyn and Heather meeting up so that they can talk real quick because Bronwyn didn't want to invite her on this trip, so she just wanted to make sure that they can at least be on the same page. And I feel like they didn't get on no type of page, not at all. Like somebody on chapter 1 and somebody on chapter 5. Heather is delusional. Unfortunately, she don't want to take no type of responsibility for nothing that she said. Bronwyn straight up admitted to her that, look, I only did that because that's what you did to me first. Plain put simple. So I did a tit for tat. I was being messy. Boo, boo, boo. So Heather, since she done admitted to all this, there's nowhere for her to go at this point but to run. And that's pretty much what she does. She's going to be on Lisa's side. Sorry, Bronwyn. I thought you were being mean to me. I don't know what to think of you. I think you're unpredictable. I'm terrified of you. Like, she's using, why would you be scared? Like, Heather is scary anyway. She's scared of Mary of all people. She's scared of everybody. But either way, it wasn't a good conversation. I guess she thought she was getting invited over just to eat some pie and talk about her house that she don't even like because obviously it looked like Mary house. And it actually looked better than Mary house. I'll give her that. It's better than Mary house. It's colorful like Giselle's. Look tacky like Toya's. So yeah, I don't think she's going on this trip just to sum it all up because they're not going to agree to anything. And it looks like from the previews, I was trying to see was she there, was she not there. But I don't think we're going to need her because we got other beefs that we got to deal with before we even finish hers out. So, who knows? Bronwyn and Heather just ain't going to be friends. Heather need to stop trying to be on Lisa's team because Lisa is losing, okay? Lisa the loser at this point. And you ain't going to have no friends. Sorry. Bye-bye. Salt Lake City. Was it season 5, episode 7? The Husbands.